What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. Listen, man, I need y'all help real quick. Before we get into this story, I need y'all help. Y'all know Russell Wilson partnered up with Colossal, and they're looking for the next youth athlete right now. And they'll be featured in Sports Illustration magazine. You know, it just helped them take what they're doing to the next level and give them more recognition towards it. And my little cousin just so happens to be in that race. And I need y'all help, bro. I need y'all to go start voting for her today. Stop, what? Go vote for her starting today all the way up until October 2nd. But up until the 18th of this month is like the most crucial time right now because she in fourth place and the quarterfinals end on the 18th. And I need to keep her up high, you know what I'm saying? Just so she stay in this race. She worked hard, bro. She been dancing since she was 3. She's 14 now. We all proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made it to a national competition. This is big for my family, man. Now, I'm not asking for y'all to pay for it. Now, you can pay for votes like sit down, man. Your votes double. So, like, if you donate $10, it'll give her 20 votes. But you get free votes every single day. So you don't have to pay a dime. I'm just asking that, bruh, starting today up until like October 2nd, I need y'all going on there voting for her. Do it for your boy Big Feezy. Just do it for me. And if you want to, if you want to vote, if you want to donate some money, I highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to. Also, y'all know I always got something for you in the cut. You know what I'm saying? If you vote for her, and today is super important because they letting your votes double. The free votes is usually only one, but they letting it double. But listen, if you vote for her every day, starting today up until October 2nd, I'm gonna leave an email in this video's description. Send me screenshots that they receive in your email that you voted. And in December, sometime before Christmas, I'm going to go back through those emails and I'm going to pick 10 people that I see have been constantly voting for her. And I'm giving $500 away to each of those people. And that'll help somebody, enjoy their Christmas or whatever they need to do with it. So we about to jump into the story time now, man. I'm going to leave the link to where you need to vote at, as well as the email that I need the receipt sent to in this description. Just send your receipt, just letting me see that you voted, and I got you. We're going to bless 10 families for Christmas. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone. Thank you, man. I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, this is really big to my family. Vote for Carter. We trying to get Carter to win. My little cousin. Let's do it. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Bill. Hope everybody having a good Saturday. Now, y'all know I usually don't even drop on the weekend, period. But especially not, I drop to the membership first and then I release something else publicly. But I really had to get that message out there about my little cousin. So y'all got a treat. Y'all got a double treat today. You know what I'm saying? So I guess a time is approaching where the members of the Bloods gang is having a special day coming up next week. And that special day just so happened to fall on store day. Because, bro, that's all they around there talking about, bro. I'm talking about they all in a frenzy. Yeah, dog. Yeah, blood. Boy, stole they blood. But y'all already know, boy. Just talking about the things that, I guess whatever the day represents. And, every group, every gang usually has a special day. It might be the day this group was invented. It might be the day the person that invented this group, it may be that person's birthday. It could be many different reasons. I don't remember what the exact date was, but they was just carrying on. They was going on and on and on about it. So the store day was that Monday. The officer came in the dorm and said, "Hey, y'all might want to read this." And she dropped it on the table and then walked out. So, they go to reading it. I'm standing on the top range just looking. And I hear one of the blood dudes say, "Oh, hell nah, y'all boy is dead, boy. Ain't finna be all them honey bun, but it's a blood holiday, boy. Big B holiday, boy. It's shit, we gonna make all cakes, boy. Hell nah." So everybody rushing over there reading it. So, dude walking past me that I know, I asked him, I said, "What the hell that paper say down there?" Because I wasn't finna run down there while everybody down there. I said, "What that paper say down there?" He said, "Something about some honey buns, talking about they ran out of honey buns or something like that." I was like, "So? I don't care about no damn honey buns," you know what I'm saying? So you keep hearing the blood dudes throughout the weekend kind of carrying on about it. So this is actually the last day to turn in your store sheet so you can make store for Monday. You got to turn it in a little mailbox when you walk down the chow car. So all before chow, these folks hooping and hollering, they making a big old scene. Ain't nobody ordering all them honey buns. Woo. So once the table clear off, I decided to go down there and see for my damn self. Cause what's the big deal about this? You know what I'm saying? I go down there, I read the paper, and they say, like, unfortunately, something since unfortunately something about the honey buns. They have to distribute them evenly throughout the prison because they running low on their inventory. So they basically telling us, be considerate of how many each person purchased. And they had a thing on there and was saying they have enough for everybody that go to store to at least get 3 honey buns a piece. Everybody can at least get 3 honey buns. And they was just saying, like, we not going to make you, we not going to tell you what you can and can't buy, but just to be considerate for the rest of the prison and that everybody can, get a little something. Just limit your honey bun purchase. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I read it, immediately I was like, shit, I'm going to just buy 3. So right when I'm putting the paper down, you hear people say, "Certain team on the walk, they bringing somebody in." So I'm like, what the hell? This is a Friday. I mean, it happens. It can happen any day of the week. But if it's anything outside of Tuesday and Thursday, Monday night, Wednesday night, is usually for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? So they bring a dude in there, skinny, tall dude. He got tattoos all on his face. He got a low haircut. Look like he thinning a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He come in looking ultra crazy. All his, his whole uniform super wrinkled. He really looked like he just got out the hole. You know what I'm saying? So he come in, he walking all aggressive. He looking at the room number. So, they like, "Whoa, what's up, dog?" And you got the Crips like, "What cracking?" Trying to see what he is or whatever. He ignore everybody, bro. He shoot upstairs all aggressive. Now, I'm hoping he not finna go to my room, cause my room open. Bro, this man don't even knock or nothing. Go straight in there, pull the door straight up and walk in the room and pull the door up behind him. Oh, heavens no. I immediately go behind him. I see a couple of my guys look at me, you know what I'm saying? I just push in there. They was coming behind me, though. So I go in the room. I'm like, "Hey, bro." So he looked back. He like, "What's honey?" I'm like, "What's up, bro? What's your name is?" He like, "BK." I'm like, "Okay, BK. What they put you in this room? This your assigned room?" He like, "Yeah." He just seemed aggressive. So I'm like, "Shit, listen, bro, but this your first camp?" He was like, "Hell no. That's why I got here on this day. Emergency transfer. I just got off the tier program. I had to airlifted some shit." So I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, I got one of them, bro, that just think they so hard coming in here. You got some people that really feel like that. It's true. Some people really feel like I got to just come off super hard. I got to seem super gangster. And that's how you get your respect. And I mean, I guess I can understand it in some aspects, but most of the time when people do that, that's not even really the real them. And then on the other hand, you got some people that really is the real them. So I was like, "Yeah, bro, but come on, bro, you know better than that. What if I was in here doing something? What if I was using the bathroom or something, bro? You just snatch the door open and walk in. Like, come on, bro, you supposed to knock on the door or something." So he looked at his property and looked back up at me. I'm like, "What the hell wrong with that?" So I'm like, so he was like, "Yeah, you right, bro, you right." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Yeah, bro, my name's C-Bill. This is my room." You know what I'm saying? So I went to clearing the bunk off for him. And I stepped out to let him get himself together. Then, a couple of my guys like, "What's up with buddy?" I'm like, "Man, I don't know. He seemed aggressive, whatever the case. Talking about he just got off the tier program for airlift or something." So what I'm talking about, what are you talking about? What that supposed to mean? Because some people would take offense to that. Like, if you meet a person in prison and off the dribble, you go to talking about anything that you did in the past, especially ain't nobody asked you that, immediately it'll make certain people feel as if, this is a tactic or whatever. You're trying to let people know, like, yeah, I'll do it to you too. Don't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't even trying to take it there with the thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like trying to brush it off, getting them to just leave it alone and stuff. So they're like, what his name is? I said, he say his name BK. They was like, BK? I was like, yeah. He was like, shit, he better hope the Bloods don't feel no type of way, because them boys savage in here. So I was like, shit, hey, man, that be some nigga name. It is what it is. You can't make a nigga change your name. So I give him about 20 minutes to himself, then I go back in the room. I was like, bro, you affiliated? He was like, hell no, I ain't affiliated with nothing. I said, oh, okay, where the hell you from? He was like, I'm from Brooklyn. I said, okay, but he didn't sound like he had an accent or nothing. We just chopping it up, just making small talk. This the person you finna be living with for possibly years. I mean, sometimes it don't be that long, but it could be. You want to kind of make some type of small talk, get to know him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So we just chopping it up. So I usually don't ask people this, but sometimes it don't matter. I was like, hey, bro, if you don't mind me asking, how much time you got? He was like, boy, I'm down bad on the time. I was like, no. He said, hell yeah, caught a body. I was like, sheesh. So whenever somebody don't say a specific amount of time or say I'm down bad or anything, that it's safe to assume they got life. They got a life sentence, because anything less than that, a person would just say it. You know what I'm saying? So he undoing his stuff, still putting some of his stuff up. And then he was like, oh, shit. He was like, bro, when y'all go to store? I said, we go to store on Monday. He said, damn, so today must be the last day to do the store sheet. I said, yeah, you got to have it turned in by chow car. He was like, dang, you ain't got no extra store sheet? I kept a couple extra ones. So I'm like, yeah. So I gave him store sheet. So he stopped doing what he was doing and immediately right then and there went to filling out his store sheet. Now, I'm not watching his store sheet. I ain't store sheet watching. But I just know for sure where the honeybuns section at. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to look down while he was sitting down doing his store sheet. And where it says honeybun, I see he put 14. Now, I could have just minded my business and not said nothing. But, I mean, that's something a person should know based off of what they said. You know what I'm saying? So I said, hey, bro. So he looked up. He like, what's up? I say, listen. The people just came in here and said that they short on honey buns. I ain't watching your store sheet or nothing, but I just saw that you put that many honey buns on there. I said, and they said, just to evenly let everybody get some, that to only do 3 per person, whoever going to store, because they only working with a certain amount for the whole prison. They trying to make sure it's enough for everybody that makes store to be able to get some. He was, man, I'm not studying no nigga. I'm not studying none of that, bro. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing all that. Nope, I don't care, bro. If I got money on my account and I fill out a store sheet, whatever I get, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. And I was like, all right, I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? So, he seemed cool or whatever. After he got done putting up all his stuff and did his store sheet, he asked me where do he turn the store sheet in at. I told him it's the same way at most prisons. You go to the chow hall and drop it inside the mailbox. And he was like, all right, bet. Then he pulled out his tablet and put his headphones on and went outside the room. And then he was just walking around pacing, listening to his music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the officer came in and yelled, stand by for chow. Y'all up next. Stand by for chow. So immediately one of the blood dudes popped out. I was like, hey, bro, attention, Dawn. Attention, Dawn. And, everybody went to looking, because when somebody say that, you trying to get everybody attention. And he was like, hey, bro, listen. We ain't trying to tell y'all folks what to do. We ain't trying to bully y'all folks. But y'all know we blood. Y'all already know how the blood game, but we'll handle Benny around it bit. Bro, we got a special something coming up on Monday, bro. And we was all considerate. Just like the paper said, we were considerate for y'all too, bro. So me and every single one of my bros only did 3 honey buns, bro. Make sure don't nobody, bro. Just for this week. Only this week, bro. Because we got something real special we trying to celebrate. And we need to make sure we got enough honey buns so we can make our cake and all that, bro. Please, bro. Don't nobody order more than 3 honey buns this week, bro. And then one of the other blood dudes jumped up and was like, word, word, word. You order more than 3, it gonna be a problem in it, big. Word, word. So my new roommate, he's still walking around with the headphones on his head. Now, based off of his response earlier when I told him, and he was just like, man, I ain't struggling these niggas. I damn near not said nothing. But seeing that I know he didn't just hear what they said, when he bust another lap and looked up, I flagged him down and did him like this. So he came upstairs, he took the headphones off. He was like, what's up? So I was like, step in here, let me holler at you real quick. He gonna step in all aggressive. So I went in behind him. I say, listen, bro, did you hear what them blood dudes was just down there screaming? So he was like, no, what they was saying. So I said, well, they say they got a special thing coming up on Monday. They got a special blood day, I guess. And that they being considerate, like I told you, the police said about the honey buns, and for nobody to order more than 3 honey buns just for this week, because they trying to make sure they can make their cake for their special day or whatever. Now, I know what you said earlier about you ain't studying that shit or whatever the case, but I'm the type of guy I like to keep problems down. So I'm not telling you what to do, but I was just letting you know what they said, so when Stoday come, you don't have a problem. He was like, shit, I walked straight back out the room, put the headphones back on, went downstairs, went to busting his laps. He cool throughout the weekend. It ain't nothing going. So Monday come. Man, the blood dudes done drew all kind of blood gang signs, all kind of stuff on a sheet and tied it to the rail. I done seen this happen with every different group on their special days. Tied it to the rail, got all this blood stuff all day throughout the door, and they scream, brrrr, brrrr, yeah, dog, such and such day, boy, yeah, boy. I thought I was in damn California. But the stove came in. And people going to get in their stove, coming back to their room, going to get in their stove. And then one of the blood dudes, while he's standing there at the line, he was like, man, ain't no way, bro. Come on, man, ain't no way, bro. So he trying to argue and go back and forth with the stove lady. So she like, hey, bro, I'm not finna keep going arguing back and forth with you. You gonna take your stove or I'm gonna take it back. So he said something else, and she said, no, I can't go get no more honey buns. We already told y'all how to do it and what to do. And if my manager decided to put a certain limit on each dorm, he was like, but the paper said y'all ain't gonna force us and tell us what we can and can't do. So how the hell y'all gonna turn around and put a limit on each dorm? She was like, hey man, get on your tablet and try to email my supervisor. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So he walked away with his stove bag. He was like, ain't no way, dog. So one of the blood dudes standing upstairs was like, what? With him? He was like, man, them folks ain't even give me no buns, dog. So bro was like, no. He was like, yeah, man, one of these lame ass nigga done order more than they supposed to order, bro. And I guess they pulled their shit before they made it to my shit. So blood dude was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We gonna see what the going on. So I looked over at my roommate. He was sitting on the toilet. He wasn't using the bathroom. He was just sitting there, and he had a tablet in his hand. He had his net bag through over his shirt just to see, 'cause I know he heard what they just said. He didn't say nothing, so I didn't say nothing. Couple of more blood dudes complaining, but every single one of the blood dudes after him that went and got their stove bag, they did have honey buns, but majority of them only got 1, and then some of them got 2. And then you had another dude that was a civilian, bro. He had like 10 honey buns, bro. And then we went out and got ours. My roommate got all his. I thought maybe he adjusted his stove sheet, but clearly he didn't. And bro, I felt it in the air. I knew right then and there it was gonna be a problem. I felt it in the air. Like when it's just in the air, when you can feel it, when you know something funny going on, you ain't got no proof to nothing, but you just know something going on. I was in a situation like that. It's thick, bro. Like you could cut it. It's so thick. You know what I'm saying? So the stove car leave out. I step out the room with like 4 soups in my hand, because I had owed my little partner 4 soups for something we did, and I told him just throw the soups in there because I had ran out of soups, and I told him I got them on store day. So I got 4 chili soups in my hand. So I leave out the room. As soon as I leave out the room, all the blood dudes down there huddled up on the big floor. So they like, man, ain't no way, bro. That's what you just keep hearing a lot of them say. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So when I go downstairs, I walk, I got to walk past them to go take my homeboy his soups. So one of the blood dudes like, see Bill. So I step over there. I'm like, what's up? They was like, man, what's up with your roommate, man? What they talking about? I was like, what you mean? They was like, bro, cause we said what we said, bro. We saw that nigga get all them honey buns, bro. Like real nigga shit, bro, man. What they talking about? Where he is? He affiliated? I was like, hey, bro, I don't really know. I ain't really talked to him that much, but shit, you can go holler at him. I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? So I go holler at my homeboy, give him the soups. I was telling him about what's going on. Bro, when I was walking out the room, the civilian dude that I told y'all had got like 10 honey buns, bruh, this man was walking to his room. One of the blood dudes was walking with him. You could see he was talking like real aggressive and stuff like that. So the civilian dude was like, bro, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know y'all said none of that, bro. I didn't know y'all said none of that, bro. So the blood dude telling him, the blood dude was like, nah, nigga, we gonna need 7 of them. You got to come up off 7 of them and you can keep 3. Like them folks said, 3 for each person. And the civilian dude was like, okay, bro, just give me something, $7 worth of something to swap out with something. And then one of the other blood dudes walked over there from that group. I was like, nah, F that. Ain't no giving you nothing. Man, you know where we're going. Matter of fact, how many he got, dog? So the other blood dude that was in his face was like, he got about 10 of them off. So he was like, man, come on with all 10 of them, and ain't nobody giving you 10 nothing. You know what's going on. Ain't no way y'all finna try us, and it's a blood holiday, man. It'll get bloody in this motherfucker. Real talk, boy, it'll get bloody in this motherfucker. So, I go back up to the room now. One of them came up there to my room, and I think it was more so out of respect for me. Just, we've been in the dorm, we know each other, whatever the case is like that. So I walk in the room, my roommate was at the back of the cell. He's stacking up, he counting out all his items, writing it on a piece of paper. Some people do that just to keep up with all their stuff. So I look back out the door, all the blood dudes still huddled up right there. Before I could say anything, he said, come on, bro. I told you, bro, I ain't studying none of that shit. I got 14 on them lame ass niggas. So I said, 14 what? He was like, honey buns. So I was like, hey, bro, look, they was just down there talking about that, bro. Like, it's a dude in here, a civilian dude, bro. They just took his honey buns, bro, because they said he wasn't supposed to get that many. And one of them, I didn't tell him that the blood dude asked me no questions, but I was like, a couple of them blood dudes been looking up here at this room, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, word to mother, yo. Word to mommy, B. Nigga come in here talk about doing anything to me, about my honey buns, anything. But I'ma show you, boy. I'ma show you why I just got transferred here on a Friday. I'ma show you how stupid I act. Ain't nobody gonna do to me, boy. Ain't nothing going on when it come to me. Ain't nobody taking nothing for me. Ain't nobody. He was yelling. I was like, bro, be quiet. Calm down for these folks. Hear you, bro. He said, I don't give a who can hear me. Ain't nobody finna do nothing to me. So my door swing open. I look back. It's one of my guys. I guess he heard him all aggressive outside the room. He like, what's up, G? You straight? I was like, no, I'm good, bro. Good. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So he closed the door. You hear outside the room, one of the blood dudes was like, what he talking about, dog? And the other one was like, none? Clearly none. So he was like, he got me. So he went to the door and he looked out the door and then he turned straight back around, went over there to his bed like he doing something. Like, I'm thinking he finna pull out a candy bar or something. So I go over there to the door. I walk out the door. You got that group of blood dudes who was walking across the big floor, but they all looking up there like towards my room. So right when I was pushing the door open to step out, one of my guys was knocking and pulling the door open. And when I was like stepping out, he was like, yeah, step out here, G. I was just about to tell you that. So I stepped out there. We posted up on the rail. So when they came, the blood dude who kind of run the dorm, he was in the front. So he was like, C-Bill. He was talking loud, though. He was like, C-Bill. I was like, what's happening? He was like, that was your roommate just talking all loud, talking about he don't get no fuck and whatever he was talking about them honey buns or something. So I was like, hey, bro, I don't know. I don't even remember talking to nobody, whatever, nothing like that. So, bro, opened the door, and he stick his head out. He looked to the left, then he looked to the right. He looked at all the blood dudes. So the blood dude that had just asked me that question, he was like, what's up, dog? So bro was like, what's up? Immediately, I'm like, what the hell? That nigga been aggressive whole time you been in here. You done been super mega man aggressive. And now these folks up here talking about, what's up? That man talking about some, What's up? You know what I'm saying? Real cool, calm, and collective. That nigga got real nice in a matter of seconds. So, bro was like, man, you ordered all the motherfucking buns. You up here talking crazy. Man, shit, man, dog. What you in? You affiliated? What you in? So, bro was like, I'm a civilian. So he was like, man, please, man. Hey, CBL, no disrespect to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I look back over. I go to talking to my guys. They flush off in my room. Now, if it was a situation that me and bruh had been roommates longer, or I just know him and I know his character and I know he's a good person and I know, he ain't trying to be hard, acting stupid, none of that, I probably would not have allowed them to go in my room. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you hear them in there talking loud, talking about, what's wrong with you, dog? You tripping, boy. Yo, ass, woo. Man, come on with them bombs, boy. Yo, ass tripping, boy. Woo. And then you hear the dude say, after about 2 minutes of going out, you trying to line up? You trying to bum home? You trying to bum home? And they'll say that to cross out the C and put a B. They actually asking him, are you trying to come home? But they saying you trying to bum home. But to me, it was so stupid because it's like, bro, y'all just put the press on this man, ran down on this man, talking about he got life effed up, and then gonna have the nerve to turn around and ask the man if he want to join y'all gang. What nigga would want to join y'all gang? Y'all niggas just scared the dear life out of me. Why would I want to join you niggas? So they going back and forth, whatever the case. Next thing you know, the door swing open. When the door swing open, they all coming out the room, bro, and two of the blood dudes holding the honey buns. They got 2 handfuls of honey buns. Bro, I was like, what? I mean, I wasn't really too surprised because I done seen situations like this happen so many times. But sometimes, people coming there holding up that image and acting so gangster or whatever the case. And sometimes they really be built like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they really don't or whatever the case. So they leave out, so I don't go in the room for about 2 hours. Bro don't come out the room. So when I finally do go back in the room to grab something, I was like, you straight, bro? He was like, man, I'm finna kill one of them dudes, bro. I'm finna kill one of them dudes. So I said, no. He said, hell yeah, man, I'm finna kill one of them dudes. No cap. I ain't even doing no plan. I'm finna smoke one of them. I'm about to show them why I just came off the tier. I don't even play like that, real talk. So I'm like, damn, bro, just be careful, you know what I'm saying? And then he kept talking to me about it. Then he started asking me, did he do the right thing? Who was wrong? I'm like, hold on, bro, you tough and turned up or all that just a facade? What the hell going on? So, but I say about 3 days go by. Now, BK done went and started mingling with people, like talking to people and stuff and kicking it and hanging out. And we had just came back in from chow. I had went out to chow because it was chicken on the bone day. And we came back in the dorm. I saw one blood dude walking upstairs, coming towards my room. I'm leaning against the rail. He was like, hell going on, Bill? I was like, nothing cool. He was like, your roommate in there? I was like, yeah. He was like, shit, I got to holler at him real quick. I was like, shit, go on, do your thing. He knocked on the door. Bro said, yo, he opened the door, left the door open, wide open. So I looked back. Blood dude walked straight in the room. I was like, bro, you run around that bitch talking about you gonna kill one of my bros? So bruh stood up. He was like, huh? As soon as he stood up, blood dude slapped the fire out of him. Walk up. Slapped the piss out of him, bro. BK grabbed him, started trying to wrestle with him. All the blood dudes came running upstairs. He got up out of that wrestle, told BK, pack it up, go on, get up out of here. BK immediately went to packing up all his stuff. One of the other blood dudes came in the room. Most of them was standing outside, but one of them came in the room, went straight to his property, snatched his net bag out his hand, threw all the food he had inside the net bag and walked clean out the room. And BK, but that man left, put himself on the door. And I think stuff like that can be a lesson, bro, because clearly he was just portraying an image. Clearly he wasn't built like that. He really didn't want no smoke. He really was terrified. But he had in his mind somewhere that the way to survive in prison is to go in here trying to act so tough, being the biggest gangster. But what people usually don't understand is most of the time it's somebody tougher than you. I don't give a damn how tough you is. And, if you're going to portray that image, shit, at least be tough for real. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, if you know for a fact you don't want no smoke and you're not built like that, If you know for a fact you ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight, you know, if you know for a fact you ain't gonna do nothing with permission to do it, bro, just be you, be yourself. People respect self. People, I don't have to run around here portraying an image. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that, bro. It's okay to not want no smoke. It's okay to be scared. So just don't let nothing in this world have you feeling like you got to be anything except for yourself. It's your boy Bill, I'm gone. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. Listen, man, I need y'all help real quick. Before we get into this story, I need y'all help. Y'all know Russell Wilson partnered up with Colossal, and they're looking for the next youth athlete right now. And they'll be featured in Sports Illustration magazine. It just helped them take what they're doing to the next level and give them more recognition towards it. And my little cousin just so happens to be in that race. And I need y'all help, bro. I need y'all to go start voting for her today. Stop, what? Go vote for her starting today all the way up until October 2nd. But up until the 18th of this month is like the most crucial time right now because she in fourth place and the quarterfinals end on the 18th. And I need to keep her up high, you know what I'm saying? Just so she stay in this race. She worked hard, bro. She been dancing since she was 3. She's 14 now. We all proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made it to a national competition. This is big for my family, man. Now, I'm not asking for y'all to pay for it. Now, you can pay for votes like sit down, man. Your votes double. So, like, if you donate $10, it'll give her 20 votes. But you get free votes every single day. So you don't have to pay a dime. I'm just asking that, bruh. Starting today up until like October 2nd, I need y'all going on there voting for her. Do it for your boy Big Feezy. Just do it for me. And if you want to, if you want to vote, if you want to donate some money, I highly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to. Also, y'all know I always got something for you in the cut. You know what I'm saying? If you vote for her, and today is super important because they letting your votes double. The free votes is usually only 1. But they letting it double. But listen, if you vote for her every day, starting today up until October 2nd, I'm going to leave an email in this video's description. Send me screenshots that they receive in your email that you voted. And in December, sometime before Christmas, I'm going to go back through those emails and I'm going to pick 10 people that I see have been constantly voting for her. And I'm giving $500 away to each of those people. And that'll help somebody, enjoy their Christmas or whatever they need to do with it. So we about to jump into the story time now, man. I'm going to leave the link to where you need to vote at, as well as the email that I need the receipt sent to in this description. Don't send nothing else to the email. What up, Feezy? No. Just send the, what you doing? Just send your receipt, just letting me see that you voted, and I got you. We're going to bless 10 families for Christmas. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone. Thank you, man. I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, this is really big to my family. Vote for Carter. We trying to get Carter to win. My little cousin. Let's do it.